Hi guys, it's Natalie. It's been a million years since I've been live with you guys, and I'm so excited that we can do that today. Just want to get everything connected. There we go. Okay, we should be able to see everything here. I hope everybody is having an awesome Wednesday. It is Wednesday, right? But we have some catching up to do. So I have been the absentee quilter. I feel like I've been working behind the scenes, but haven't been live forever. So we're going to catch up on September's Ginger Quilter box, October's Ginger Quilter box, and then I'm going to show you guys the quilt for the Christmas mega box. So let's get started. Should we start chronologically? Okay, let's start in September. We're going to do the September Ginger Quilter box. September is our Halloween box. I love the Halloween box. So we had a custom pattern and some amazing fabric from the Hey Pumpkin line. And let's dive in. I'm going to show you what it came in the box, and then I'm going to show you the finished quilt top. I didn't quilt it. Sorry. I'm working on it. But okay. So to start. Hi, what's up?
Do you have a Band-Aid I need? There's none in the cover.
I'll have to help you in a minute, okay?
Okay, can I help you?
Not this time.
Can I just show one thing?
All right, can you hold up this for me? Lucy's homesick from school today. So we've got our letter that came in the box, and then we've got our pattern here. So we're gonna go into details. Okay, I'll be out in a minute, okay? All right, so the letter just shows you everything that comes in the box. The quote that I found about Halloween was, the only thing that really scares me about Halloween is running out of candy. Fair, right? That's by Melanie White. Who is Melanie White? Don't have the foggiest idea. A very noble and wise Halloween person. Okay, so the pattern here is called Kitty Corners. And I just want to say, I thought of the name of this pattern by myself. I did not consult the internet or anything, and I'm very proud because it just is a perfect description of this pattern. So, oops, sorry. There we go. We've got squares throughout the main blocks, and then your sashing has little kitties on them. I just thought it was so cute. This is a very beginner-friendly pattern. If you are a new quilter, this is going to be great for you to try this pattern. So, the fabric that we had that came with this was from the Hey Pumpkin line by My Mind's Eye for Riley Blake. So I love Halloween fabric, and it feels especially fitting now that we're very close to Halloween to go through this. Okay, so we got, oops, sorry. We got pumpkins, little ghosties. Sorry, they're upside down. A pink checker. Candy corns, text, it says trick or treat. It's just upside down. Trick or treat. And then kind of this Halloween scene. You got skeletons and bats and pumpkins and leaves and moons and everything cute about Halloween. A pink basic. And then more pumpkins. So this was a great bundle. You got all those fat quarters for your quilt, and those were the main squares on the inside, and then you got black for the sashing or the cornerstones, and then you added white for the sashing. So let's show you how I made this quilt. I was going to decide if we were going to do the other stuff first, but let's go ahead and show you the quilt. I don't have a lot of room in my current filming space, but let's hold this up. So you can see how the squares, here's the main squares, right? Just simple squares, super basic. And then the sashing, you have these little kitty cats, and they're so fun. So what I would love to do when I finish this, I'm going to quilt it, and then I think I'm going to take embroidery floss and give my kitties whiskers and eyes. I just think that'll be so cute. So I suppose I could try to do that on the long arm or like on my sewing machine, but let's be real, that's not going to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and add those. I just think it'll be a lot of fun. So that is the Kitty Corners Halloween quilt, a great way to show off a line of fabric that you love because you get these big squares. I think they were 3.5 squares. So you get big squares to show off a print, and then you get a little bit of extra Halloween fun, right, with it. So really, really enjoyed that. Okay, let's talk about the other things that came in this box for your Notion. We just got a seam ripper. I know that feels basic, but tell me a tool you use more than a seam ripper. Your rotary cutter, your sewing machine, and a seam ripper. So I like to send these once or twice a year just because I know you use them and I know they get dull. So you got a new one. And then for our treat, we got these fun little candy corn taffies. I honestly, when I bought these, I was like, what does candy corn even taste like? You know, like it's just sugar. That's the flavor of candy corn. But these taffies legitimately taste like candy corn. Like there is a candy corn flavor, and they nailed it with these taffies, and they're really good. And to be honest, the texture is a little bit more pleasant than candy corn, and I love candy corn. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed those taffies. They were really yummy, and I'm only like drowning in saltwater taffies now. I have a lot of leftovers. So okay, let's now go ahead and check out the October Ginger Quilter box. So this is our current one, right? We just shipped this at the beginning of this month. So this is what subscribers have gotten recently, right? So let's go ahead. I'm going to scoot forward because I scooted back. Let me grab my box here. Okay. So here's your letter. Is that the right? Yeah, it is the right one. Okay. Here's our letter. Cute fall colors. And I did have a fall quote on the back here, but for some reason it did not print. I don't know what's wrong with my printer because I went back and checked like the file and it's on the file. It just didn't print. So it's a mystery. But anyway, so think of a lovely fall quote. What's that one from Anna Green Gables? I'm so glad I live in a world where there are Octobers. That is a great quote. So just, have that in your mind. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at the pattern. This is not my pattern. This is from a company called Easy Peasy Quilts. And you can see we've got a table runner this month. I feel like table runners are so fitting for like this season, October, November, because we're coming up on Thanksgiving. We're hosting a lot of people and it's a lot of fun. So this pattern is called Easy as Pie, which is a giveaway of what the theme was for this box. It's pie. Pie is a very important part of my family culture, the family I grew up in culture. We love pie. There is a quote, and this is the quote I should have put on the back of the letter. It is attributed to my great grandpa, Heber Farr, and he says, I only like 2 kinds of pie, square and round. So we love pie in my family and we eat it a lot. So it's very often a dessert that we serve and make. So I sent you one of my favorite pie recipes. This is my grandma's recipe. So Heber Farr's daughter, Yvonne. So Grandma Yvonne, this is her French apple pie recipe. It is really, really good. I know you might look at it and see sour cream as one of the ingredients and think that's weird. Please don't judge the sour cream. It is amazing. So you cut up the pie, you cut up the apples really fine, and you mix it in with the sour cream, sugar, egg mixture, and then you bake it in a pie crust, and it makes a really nice kind of a creamy apple texture or apple filling, and then you put the cinnamon sugar crumbles on top. You guys, it is everything a pie needs to be. It's tangy. It holds its shape. It's got the sprinkles on top. It's everything. So I hope so much that you will try this recipe. I got a comment from, I don't know if that's, okay, I'm going to delete that. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I appreciate it. So, okay, then I'm going to start with the Notion on this one. And the Notion came as like a little mini kit. So this pattern is by Lori Holt, and it's a tutorial that was on a blog of hers from a long time ago, like maybe 2015. It's old, but it's really, really good. And it's a little, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little pin cushion that you make and it looks like a pie. My mom made me one of these a long time ago, and I am so devastated to tell you I don't know where that pin cushion is. I wish I could show you, because then I'd have a sample to show you of this cute pin cushion pie. And I have not made a sample, I am sorry to say, of this. So, but for your pin cushion kit, you got the filling that goes in it, and you got the little pie tin. So you'll make a little fabric out of just tiny fabric scraps. You're going to make a little pie top, and then it's going to sit right here, and you fill it with the polyfill, and then you can put your pins in it, and you can weight it with sand or walnut shells. I have never sent walnut shells because I have this fear that someone's going to be allergic and they're going to open the box and go in anaphylactic shock because they ordered a quilt box, and that's not the goal here, right? So because I don't want anybody to go to the hospital for trying the ginger quilter box, I have not sent walnut shells. So if you want to fill it with sand, you can. And then you've got the little, your pie that goes right here, and you've got all your cute fabrics on top, and then you stick your pins in it, and it's so cute. So go check out that tutorial. It's so fun. It's called the Cutie Pie Pin Cushion Tutorial. And the tutorial is free on Lori Holt's blog. So go ahead and check that out. Okay, let's get into the pattern and the fabrics now. So I showed you the pattern, and let's go through the fabrics. I'll show you the fabrics, then I'll show you the finished piece. So we've got these fabrics here. This is from the line, is it In Awe of Autumn? Awe of Autumn. This is by Sandy Gervais. Sandy Gervais has a solid autumn line every year. Every year. I actually think last year, or maybe it was 2 years ago, we used an autumn line by Sandy Gervais in this box. She just is good at autumn. I mean, she is so good with all of her seasonal stuff, but so good. Okay, so here's the brown with pumpkins. I love brown right now. I like wearing brown right now. I'm into brown, okay? Here is like an orange basic blender. Look at this gorgeous floral. That is a good autumn floral. So good. If you can put purples in my autumn, I'm going to take it. Here's another kind of mauve-y purple floral. Teal green. These are little like dandelion looking things. Sometimes I look at them and think they look like fireflies, but they're dandelions. Brown floral. We've got, this is kind of a peachy pink. Nice. And then another blender, orange blender. Okay, so those are the background pieces that make up the corners. It'll make sense when we look at the whole thing together. And then you got 4 plaids. These are your pies. And I chose plaids because I wanted it to look like a lattice pie crust, right? So you got orange, you got 2 orange, 1 purple, and 1 green. Okay, and then there's more. You got the white, basic, I guess it's a cream. You've got some fusible interfacing, one-sided fusible interfacing, and then you've got rickrack. So the rickrack goes around the outside of your pie to look like pie crust, and it is effective. Like the effect looks like a pie. So you got a bundle of rickrack, and then for your treat, you got a salted caramel apple lollipop by Lollies by Leah. And these are delicious, you guys. Where are they from? Oh, I thought it was going to tell me where she was from. It doesn't. But Lollies by Leah, they are delicious. So enjoy eating your lollipop while you are making this lovely quilt. Sorry, I heard a weird sound outside. Wanted to make sure it wasn't my daughter. Okay, so now let's look at the sample quilt that I made. Okay, this one is also so beginner friendly. It is really fun to play with, like the applique techniques. So if I scoot back, Oh, I just ran into something. You can see how this table runner turned out, and then up close you can see how they look like pies. Isn't that so cute? Okay, so we played with lots of different techniques on this one. First, you have the applique of your circle, and you do it the Lori Holt way. That's what your interfacing is for. You like sew it like a little pillow, and then you cut the interfacing and you flip it and then you press it on. Anyway, and then we did the corners, and then we did the rickrack, and it was a lot of fun. This is very beginner friendly, and it turned out really cute. So I had this on my dining table. I just pulled it off to film this, and I love how we got all the different colors here. We got green, we got teal, we got purple, we got orange and brown, all the perfect fall colors. So this project, and this is a long table runner. I do want to point that out. This is my whole arm span, and I'm holding it up. If you don't have that long of a table, or you just don't want a table runner that long, you could easily just cut this down to the 3 blocks instead of the 4, right? I was actually tempted to do that, but I still had to film the tutorial. So I was like, well, okay, I'll just make it 4. So, all right. So that is the October Ginger Quilter box. Now, there is still time to get in for November. We are shipping soon. We ship on November 1st. That is our Christmas box. So this year, we have our Christmas mega box, which is a one-time purchase, but we have the Christmas box that's for our monthly Ginger Quilter members. You can still become a member if you go ahead and join. I do have a link for you here. Nope, that is not the link. Let's get the link. Right there. Oh, it's coming. Okay, so that's the link to join for the Ginger Quilter box. You're going to get our Christmas box. This is a quilt pattern, and we're going to have some art gallery Christmas fabrics. So they are lovely. I do want to show you guys also, because I haven't been live with you guys for a long time, I want to show off the quilt for the Christmas mega box. These shipped out just a couple days ago. They shipped on Tuesday. Oh, so that was yesterday, not a couple days ago. So these shipped out, and we still have some available, and you want this one because it has a reindeer on it. Oh my gosh. So the whole theme of the box is reindeer. I'm not going to unbox the whole thing, but I do want to show you this quilt because I didn't keep it a secret. I showed everybody what the pattern was and what the fabrics were. So let's go ahead and admire these little cute little reindeers and how big. You're not even going to get an idea of how big this quilt is because of the small frame I've got here. But this is the reindeer. The pattern is called Reindeer Crossing. It's by Lella Boutique, Vanessa Gertzen. She is so talented. I love all of her patterns. So this is just one of the reindeer blocks. There are 13 reindeer blocks, and they come together so cute. Let me show you. I did one block with a red nose so I could have Rudolph. And these are all the fabrics that you're going to get. They're not an exact match to the ones that Vanessa did in her pattern because she designed those fabrics for that, and they're now out of print. I couldn't do it. But we got lots of like taupey grays and grays to make the same effect, right? So you can see we do have variations in the colors and shades of gray, but the gray is meant to give you that kind of foresty, low volume Christmas effect. And then we have our reindeer, and they are so cute. Let's see if I can find my red-nosed reindeer. So the only thing that you have to do for the red-nosed reindeer is just get one little like charm square with red. That's it. And then for the backing, I just chose this one. It had little red dots on it, cute. And then I did binding in red. So this box is going to include all the fabric you need for the top of the quilt. It is over 9 yards of fabric, and it comes with a premium notion and a gift. So that is the Christmas mega box. There are still some available. I'm going to drop the link right here. Okay, it's sending. Got it. Okay, there are still some available, and these are set to ship out immediately. So if you are ready for a Christmas quilt, if you're over Halloween, you're done with Halloween, done with Thanksgiving and fall, and you're ready for Christmas, go ahead and grab this box. It is packed with value. The notion that I'm sending you, I know you're going to use. I know you're going to use because I know you. And you know, we're quilters, right? I know what I use. So you're going to love this notion, and this quilt is just so fun. I can't wait to put this on my couch. And I love that it has, like, I am a huge fan of bright, in your face, bold Christmas colors. And so I kind of love the variation of having a more like low volume Christmas quilt. And I am excited. I want to put this on my guest bed so that when people come and stay with me for the holidays, they get this cute little, hint to Christmas. Also, this quilt is 80.5 inches by 80.5 inches. It is huge. So I know, like, technically, no, that's not queen size, but it is a really big quilt. So this could definitely be on a bed. I'm just going to like put my comforter and then lay this on top of the comforter. So it's not the only thing that's on the bed. Anyway, so go ahead and grab that. It is available to ship immediately. And yeah, don't forget to join the Ginger Quilter box for your Christmas box that's coming also. And I think we're all caught up now. That was a big live. I went through a lot of boxes. We went through the September box, the October box, and I'm showing you a quilt for the Christmas mega box. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys are enjoying this fall season. This is like Quilter's Paradise season. We're all cozied up in our house, sewing Christmas gifts and things like that. I guess that's all. Enjoy a wonderful Wednesday, and I will talk to you soon. All right, toodaloo, guys.